Good morning. Happy May the 4th be with you to all my Star Wars fans out there. I hope you do something with your Jedi powers today. I'm sorry, I don't know Star Wars well. I hope you are doing well and that maybe you got to step outside this weekend. It was a beautiful weekend. First one without rain in a while. We got Mama Robin here. She's chilling in her nest. A couple days away, hopefully, from having hatchlings. And that's about all that's new over here. We're going to read chapter 27 today of Wayside School. Gets a little stranger. There's 30 chapters because there's 30 stories in Wayside School. This one's called Way High Up Ball. And remember, because Wayside School is built sideways, it's very, very tall. So that plays a role into how this game, I don't think we could play this game at CAP. Eric Fry, Eric Bacon, and Eric Evans were playing Way High Up Ball. They had made up the game themselves. All you needed were two things: a pink rubber ball, about the size of a tennis ball, and a real tall school. Eric Evans threw the ball way high up. It bounced off the school just above the third story window. A three-pointer, called Eric Bacon. They shoved and elbowed each other out of the way as they waited for it to come down. At the last second, Eric Fry jumped up and caught it. He got 3 points. Eric Evans also got 3 points since he was the thrower. Eric Fry threw the ball way high up. It bounced off a window on the 5th floor. Five-pointer, called the Erics. All three Erics jumped for it. It bounced off their fingertips and hit the ground. The teacher on the 5th story stuck her head out the window. "Hey, what's going on down there?" she shouted. The three Erics looked away and whistled. There was one more thing about Way High Up Ball I haven't told you. You're not allowed to play it. Erics had already broken one window. Eric Bacon looked up, surprised. "Are you talking to us?" he asked. "Something just banged against our window," said the teacher. "Was it a bird?" said Eric Evans. The teacher just stared at the children a moment longer. Then she pulled her head inside. Eric Fry threw the ball way high up. It was a 6-pointer. All three fought for position as they waited for it to come down, but at the last second, a hairy arm reached above them and caught it. The arm belonged to Louis, the art teacher. "Can I play?" asked Louis. His mustache had grown back completely. "Sure," said all three Erics together. "What do I have to do?" asked Louis. "Just see how high up against the school you can throw it," said Eric Fry. Louis gripped the ball tightly in his hand. He reached way back, then let it fly. "Wow," the three Erics said together as they watched the ball soar up in the air. It hit above the 8th-story window. Then Louis caught his own rebound. It bounced off, and he caught it himself. 16 points, said Eric Bacon. "Louis, throw it again," said Eric Evans. Now that Louis was playing, lots of kids from all over the playground came to play too. Louis threw the ball way high up. It hit above the 11th story, then bounced back over everyone's head. There was a mad scramble for the ball. BB finally came up with it. "Give it to Louis," said Eric Evans. "No, let BB throw it," said Louis, who always tried to be fair. BB threw a 2-pointer. Jason caught the rebound. "You want to throw it, Louis?" he asked. "No, you go ahead," said Louis. Jason threw a glopper. A glopper is when the ball goes straight up in the air and comes down without touching the building. Eric Bacon caught it. "Here, Louis," he said. No, you throw it," said Louis. "But you can throw it so much higher," said Eric Bacon. "We want to see how high you can throw it, Louis," said Leslie. "Come on, Louis," everyone urged. Louis shook his head. "This game is for you kids, not for me." "Miss Nogard is watching," said BB slyly. Louis glanced at Miss Nogard, who was standing just outside the front door. "Give me the ball," he said. The kids cheered. Louis reached way down, almost to the ground, and hurled it up with all of his might. The ball reached the 15th floor, halfway up the school. "Wow," everyone said together. "I got it," called Terrence as he circled into the ball, waiting for it to come down. His knees wobbled. They shook. The ball bounced off his face. "Cool," he said as blood flowed out of his nose. Yuck. "That's a world record, Louis," exclaimed Eric Evans. Louis smiled proudly. He turned to look at Miss Nogard, but she had already gone inside. "You like Miss Nogard, don't you?" asked BB. "She seems like a nice person," said Louis. She's pretty too, said Eric Bacon as he nudged Louis in the side. Well, she is kind of cute, Louis admitted. Oh, said Joy. But do you love her? Asked Jenny. Everyone giggled. Louis's red face got even redder. You should ask her out on a date, said Eric Fry. No, I don't think that's a very good idea, said Louis. Why not, said Eric Evans. I think you two would make a real cute couple. Bring her flowers, said Dana. Buy her candy, said Mauricia. Tell her she's got eyes like the moon, said BB. Eyes like the moon, asked Louis. Girls love it when you tell them that, said BB. Forget the gushy stuff, said Eric Bacon. Just walk up to her and say, hey, baby, how about a date? Just like that, asked Louis. This is what you do, said Terrence. You take her to a real scary movie, then at the scary part, you put your arm around her. Oh, said Jenny and Dana. No, take her dancing, said Myron. Ooh, said all three Erics. Louis laughed. You kids are crazy, he said. You're scared of her, aren't you? Asked Eric Bacon. You shouldn't be scared, said Eric Evans. You're bigger and stronger and faster than anyone on the playground. And you got the best mustache, too, said Eric Fry. I'm not afraid of her, Louis tried to explain. It's just... He looked up at the very tall school. Miss Snowguard is way high up there, and I'm way low down here. You'll understand someday when you're older. He picked up the ball and threw it way high up. It hit somewhere between the 18th and 20th story and never came back down. Okay, boys and girls. Be sure to check Google Classrooms. I know I've posted new assignments today. Check due dates. My writing assignment I'm giving you 2 weeks to do. Okay. Miss Laracy is posting new assignments today, as so is Miss Cavello. Also, make sure you're checking up to and seeing that you don't have any missing assignments, because remember, missing assignments unfortunately are zeros. That's a school rule, okay? If you are behind, take a deep breath. You'll catch up. I know you will. You are a rock star. You are amazing. Don't try to do everything at once, okay? If you miss like an entire week's of work, think about all that is. Miss Forbes, Miss Laracy, Miss Cavello, Mr. Dixon, Miss Kane, Miss Correct, and Mr. Meyer. Like, that's at least 7 different assignments. Don't sit there and say, I have to do this all this afternoon. Try to do it as soon as you can. But, like, you don't want to wear yourself out either. Take a break. Do it. Get up and move around. Okay? Have a little dance party and somewhere in your house where you're allowed to have, like, your little dance party. Okay? Or maybe do some one of Miss Kane's challenges for the physical fitness week and stuff. Okay? All right, guys. I will see you guys later. Bye.